Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to another one. Hope all is well. For those who's watching the rebroadcast, please give us a like. That'll be greatly appreciated. Also, subscribe. That'll also be greatly appreciated. For those that already done so, I really appreciate you subscribing and things like that. On this show, I want to talk about more players are hitting the transfer portal. Demoy Kennedy hit the transfer portal, and let's see. We got Demoy Kennedy. He entered today. Alton McCaskill, Shimon Mateer. These are the people recently hit the transfer portal. Vito Tisdale, Kari Mans, Jaden Milliner Jones, Isaiah Jota, and Jacob Page, Chaz Wallace, Tavares Dawson, Savion Washington. I'm going to get back to Savion Washington for a second because he has another school on his crystal ball list. Miles Slusher, David Connor, Zach Blackwood, Jack Wilty. Who else? We know Jack Bailey, Caleb Fourier. And list goes on and on. So we're going to get back to those players in a second that hit the transfer portal. And we're going to go over today's practice and stuff. And Coach Prime also had a message as well. He said, "Do you want it?" He talked about a chapter from his book. Do you want it? First, he said, anybody else, anybody else hitting that transfer portal. That's how he opened his introduction. I want to go over an article first. This is what the article said here. Deion Sanders' son sends warning shot to those looking to transfer to Colorado. It said Deion Sanders' son sends warning shot to those looking to transfer to Colorado. And let me just go down to what he said. They went to a post that he put on his social media. It says Buffalo's defensive back, Shiloh Sanders, one of Coach Prime's sons on the team, put out a bat signal to prospective players looking to switch to a new team. He urged defenders to contact him and defenders to contact him and offensive players to reach out to his brother, quarterback Shedeur Sanders. He also had a note, "This is not last chance you," he wrote on his Instagram stories, referring to a Netflix series that took an in-depth look at college programs that do not necessarily get as much attention as the major FBS schools. Deion Sanders oversaw a major roster overhaul last year. As we know, Colorado had 53 incoming transfers and a total of 86 new players for the 2023 campaign. The head coach was maligned for his use of the transfer portal to bolster the roster, but the tune changed as soon as the Buffaloes started to win. Colorado entered the season like a lion, winning 4 of their first 6 games. However, the team ended up on a 6-game losing streak to close losses to USC, Stanford, and Arizona. Okay, so what do I think about that? Shiloh saying, reach out to him for defenders and offensive players. Reach out to Shedeur. Really, this is the work of the recruiters right now. But if he wants to step in and also recruit, there's nothing wrong with that. To have players connect with him. Maybe some players want to reach out to him as opposed to the recruiters. So it's a good thing that he's stepping up to the plate and saying to recruiters, hit my inbox if you want to come to play for Colorado this season. But he did put out a signal. He said, we're serious here. This is not Last Chance University where you just in and out. If you're serious about balling, hit me or Shedeur up. So that was the message there. But I just wanted to say that about Shiloh. What do you think about that? Now, this other article says Deion Sanders downplays transfer exodus from Colorado. It says in the wake of the 14 Colorado players entering the transfer portal this week, Buffalo's coach Deion Sanders downplayed the notion that their departures will have a significant impact on the team. We're good. I trust the recruiting team. I trust our coaches. And please have some faith in me, Sanders said. We good. We're all right. We all right. Sanders said most of the movement in the transfer portal right now consisted of backups, and that he believes it's rare for starters to enter the transfer portal at this stage. I'm gonna come back to that because he said most of the movement in the transfer portal right now consists of backups, and that he believes it's rare for starters to enter the transfer portal at this stage. I agree with him. I agree at this stage of the ball game, it is rare for starters to be entering the transfer portal. Most of them going to stay where they are, but then you're going to have some rare situations where starters do hit the transfer portal. Like, for example, Alton McCaskill, Demoy Kennedy, and Cormani McClain can start somewhere. Those are starters. They may not have been starters on Colorado, but for the right team, they are starters. So at this stage of the game, there are some starters that's going to slip through the cracks here and enter the transfer portal, because we're seeing it so far with Alton McCaskill. I'm looking at 247 Sports here. He has a 89 rating. They rate him as a 3-star. They rating him as a 3-star, considering what he did in college so far. Now, Demoy Kennedy has a 97 rating, and they gave him 4 stars. He's going to start somewhere. Coach Prime is losing potential starters here. He is at this stage of the game. Demoy Kennedy can go to the right program, and he can actually start. Alton McCaskill the same. I feel the same for them too. They may not, like I said, they may not be your cup of tea, but they might be somebody else's cup of tea. Somebody might need a linebacker with that fast speed, such as Demoy Kennedy. Shimon Mateer, I could see him starting somewhere. He has an 88 rating. Vito Tisdale the same. Kari Mann's at the right situation, but for sure, Cormani McClain. It's kind of sad. Cormani McClain, not sad for him because he's doing the right thing for his situation, for him and his family. And people are knocking him, saying that he's not good and he lacks work ethic. I'm thinking his morale was down with the team. That's what I'm really thinking. This wasn't a good fit for him. And it's okay if it wasn't a good fit for him. Not every place you go to is going to be a good fit. I think he should take his time and evaluate these teams and coaches. Whoever is in his corner, they need to do this, a group effort to evaluate these prospective teams and see if they really need him, and go somewhere where he's needed, where he can start. And I actually think with the right situation, he's going to flourish. I mean, he does have talent. I know people are downplaying his talent now. It's really a shame. It's really a shame that, just because he wants to hit the transfer portal, people are downplaying him now. I remember when they were recruiting him, they were not downplaying him. And I don't think he was really received well at Colorado. I really don't. That's just how I feel on the outside in. I don't think he was received well. I really don't. He showed up late to camp, but maybe he was finishing up graduation and stuff like that. There's other things in life other than football. It really is. But and then some people said it's his attitude. Well, here's the thing. It's a reason for everything. What was the reason why he was missing meetings? Did he have a problem with one of the coaches? We would never know because they're not saying anything. The program is not letting us know anything, and Cormani hasn't said anything. So I don't want to know. I don't know why he decided to leave unless he comes out and say it. So I just wanted to say that it's really a shame. I mean, at the end of the day, folks, this is just football. It's not like they're going into politics or anything. This is a game at the end of the day. I know coaches take it seriously because from a coach's perspective, it's all about what have you done lately, for coaches. So you have to win. It's serious on that end. For some of these players, football doesn't define them. It's not everything to them, and it's okay, but right now at this stage of the game, Coach Prime is right. There's a lot of second stringers in the transfer portal right now. There's not a lot of starters, but guess what? Colorado is losing some starters here, potential starters on another team that, like I said, they may not have worked out on this team, but it doesn't mean that they're not going to work out somewhere else. And it's okay. I mean, how many of you have went to a job and it didn't work out, but the CEO was a good guy? You know, your manager was good, but you just didn't like the position. You just didn't fit in. The culture wasn't right. There just wasn't, it just didn't fit. And you went somewhere else and you flourished. This is the same thing. But I understand that people are critical of Kermani and the other players, saying they're garbage and stuff like that. These players are going to start other places. They potentially can. They potentially can start other places. And I wish them well. I just wanted to say that I wish them well, you know. But today, like we know, Alton McCaskill entered. But Demoy Kennedy, for example, he's a linebacker. He's a fast linebacker. They're rating him a 97. They gave him a 4-star. And yeah, he's a potential starter somewhere. Maybe he didn't fit in their system. That's okay. That doesn't mean he's a bad player. He just have to go somewhere else, man. And so that's just what I wanted to say about that. So without further ado, let's get into the message. You know, Coach Prime comes with a message. Do you really want it? But I want to say this before I get into this. Yeah, some players really want it, Coach, but some of them may feel they're working their butts off, but they're never going to get an opportunity under your system. They may feel that way. You know, they may feel that way, and they may feel like they couldn't talk to you. They may felt like that as well. I have witnessed some of the things. I have witnessed some of your coaches' attitudes, and some of them I don't particularly like. I wouldn't want my son to come there for certain coaches. Now, for Warren Sapp, of course, I want my son to play for him, you know, for Warren Sapp. And I'm just saying this looking on the outside in. I'm not a hater or anything like that. I like Coach Prime. I like what he's doing. But sometimes there's bad apples in every bunch. And I honestly think he needs to evaluate this system and see why these kids are leaving. You know, they might have the mentality where, okay, they leave, we replace them. There's some people that is irreplaceable, man. We don't know. Kermani could have peaked this year, or he could have peaked his junior year. He could have been a superstar for you guys. But just to let him go and say, oh, he's a problem child, stuff like that. Well, why don't somebody talk to him to find out what's going on in his family? Is he okay? What's going on with him? You know, I've heard one of your coaches, Coach Prime, really get sassy with him. I heard that. He really gets sassy with him. And I'm going to tell you something, Coach. My son wouldn't put up that either, and I wouldn't put up with it. You guys are not the end all be all. You're really not. You're not the end all be all. And for a coach to say to him, like, you know, something about him being a 5-star or whatever, and got really sassy with them, that's not right, man. And I just wanted to say that. But you guys have that mentality where they leave, you just replace them. It's no big deal. No, Alton McCaskill, coach, he was a big deal. He was a big deal, coach. He was a big deal. You guys lost him. You guys lost an opportunity to have a super running back room. You guys missed that opportunity. And I'm sure you do evaluate your coaches, because this year, what I noticed about you, Coach Prime, you are more active and you're all over the place. You're feeling better. That's a good thing. If I were you, I probably would micromanage here to figure out. And I would say to the kids, there's something going on with you, hit me up, please. You know, it's okay. People hit the transfer portal all the time. People hit the transfer portal all the time. That's just a normal routine, you know, now with that's a normal routine now with these teams. Everybody hit the transfer portal, but if it was me, I would like to know why they're hitting the transfer portal. Maybe you did have that conversation with Alton McCaskill. I don't know. But I would like to know, like, look, Alton, I understand that you want to hit the transfer portal, and that's okay. I wish you the best wherever you go, but may I ask you why you're doing it? Why are you hitting the transfer portal? Because if there's a situation that need to be corrected, and if it's not addressed, this is going to keep happening. It really is. But yeah, Alton is a big deal, coach. He is a starter. I know you're saying at this stage of the game, most of the players in the transfer portal are not starters. No, he's a starter. That's just my opinion on it. He's a starter. But I don't think it's your fault. I honestly think maybe it's something else. And hopefully you addressed it, you know, like, hey, Alton, like, what's going on? What's really going on before you part ways? talk to me. Let me know like how you feel about the culture of this team, like the you know yeah the culture of this team. Like what's going on? How you really feel, and why are you hitting the transfer portal? I just want to know, because if there's something as a head coach that I need to correct, I'll correct it. So hopefully he had that conversation. Maybe not. Maybe he just like, whatever, I'll just replace you. But yeah, so that's all I wanted to say about that. So let's get into the message.
That thing's dwindling down, ain't it? Anybody else? Guys, there's 3 words I want to go over with you today. A chapter that I wrote about it in this book. You gotta want it. This is so significant because I cannot want this for you. Your coaches cannot want this for you. Your parents cannot want this for you. Your teachers or no one involved in your life that knows you better than anyone. They cannot want this for you. What is it? What you want? Anybody?
Success.
Success. What does that look like? What does it look like? Excuse me? I like that. What you want? Wealth. What you want? Success? It's easy because they said success. Somebody come up with something different. What you want? Freedom. I like that. Come to Kentucky. No freedom. What you want? What you want? What? Huh? What? Longevity. It's good. What you want?
To give something for my family.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. All these things come with visualization. Have you visualized it? Somebody say freedom. You visualize freedom. What does that look like? Something for your family. What does that look like? What else did somebody just say?
Reach my maximum physical potential.
Okay. Have you visualized that? What does that look like to you? You want it. You got to devise a plan. You got to stick to the plan. And next word, you got to work it. The won't coincides with work. Ask your parents. There's no way you can want something and not work for it.
That is true. If whatever you want, you have to work for it in this world. He's right about that. You want to be the best ever, you got to put in the work. Like my thing is, now I'm not talking about just putting the work. That has to consume your life at this point, at that stage of the game. This is what I feel as far as a football player. You got to be like Tom Brady. He said he studied film religiously every day. He studied hours and hours and hours of film. He worked out. This is even in the off season when he really probably didn't have to, but that really set him apart. It was the work he put in, the preparation, the treating his body well, not abusing his body, always thinking football. It almost like you have to be obsessed with it. And that's what's going to separate the pros from the wannabes. That's what I think. You really have to be obsessed with it, and you really have to work at it. That's with anything in life, whether you want to be a content creator, whatever the case is. Nobody is watching your back and telling you got to do it. You just have to do it. You have to want it so bad. This is all that you want right now to be successful in whatever endeavor you have, man. So this is a life lesson he's teaching.
And receive. If you don't work for what you want, you'll never get it. And oftentimes we're not willing to put in the work for what we want. Somebody just said financial what? Somebody just said money, bag, right? Who just said that? What's that? Wealth. You want it? You got to work it. How you going to work it and get the wealth? Because wealth don't just come, because wealth is more than rich. Wealth is just longevity. Wealth is consistency. Wealth is a real bag. Wealth is something that's generational. Want it? You got to work it. And a lot of folks are not willing to do that, but you know what you want. Right? What you want? But are you willing to work? Do your work coincide with what you want? Anybody? Do your work go with what you want? Everybody say yes, sir. You sure? But what if you get paid for how you work? What if your coach say, you know what? We're going to pay you for what you work today. What would you make today out there? So what would they make? If you paid your D-line, your bigs in the middle for how they work, or are they delusional about how they work? Next one, you got to win it. So if you want it, visualization, then you work it, put in the work. That should put you in a position to win it. And then you're going to get it. You got to want it, you work it, put you in position to win it. You're going to be in position if you visualize your want and you work it. You will be in position. Nobody can win it for you but you.
You a blood today? True.
That's true, man. Like, you got to visualize what you want and you got to set out a plan. I write stuff down from A to Z where I want to get to. I have to write it down. Some days it's just exhausting. Some days you just don't feel like doing it. You just don't feel like working the plan today. You just don't. You get exhausted. You get mentally exhausted. But when you push through it, when you push through it, it gets that particular problem when it's faced with you again, it gets easier. It's the same thing when you're working out for the first time in a long time. You build up that lactic acid in your muscles. It hurts really bad. Once you recover and do it again, it don't hurt as bad. It's the same thing with the process, with the grind. If you face with a hurdle, it's going to hurt and sting for a minute because you got to work through it. But the moment you face with it again, you'll know how to deal with it, and it'll be less painful. And now you unlocked a new level. Now you leveled up because you unlocked it. So you got to keep unlocking it. You got to write it down how you want to get there and take small victories along the way. Waiting for big victories is going to discourage you. It's got to have small victories. Okay, today, if I'm a linebacker, I got 3 tackles in practice today. Let's strive for 4. Once I get to the 4th tackle in practice, I have unlocked a new level. Like something like that, or whether it's lifting weights or whatever. It's just anything you do, you got to, I would say, write it down. Visualize it, because once you visualize it and know it, somehow you get it done. Somehow you get it done, and somehow the universe helps you. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's see what the recruiter is saying.
Well, I mean, the portal is open, and this is the type of energy I got today, Bucky. You know what I'm saying? Will there be one?
Okay.
The doors of the portal are now open.
Okay.
Will there be one? Ain't that what the good people said? Matter of fact, hey, look, speaking of, I get to take it.
What happened last night?
All right, so he got to get on with the recruiter right now. It's the thick look like you want it, man.
Let's go. Eyes, all eyes. Repeat after me. You gotta want it.
You gotta want it.
Work it.
Work it.
Win it.
Win it.
Want it.
Want it.
Work it.
Work it.
Win it.
Win it.
Want it.
Want it.
Work it.
Work it.
Win it.
Win it.
I want to see who won it.
I want to see who won it
And you're
too.
gonna prove who won it by your work. And if your work and your want add up together, you're gonna win your rep. Every play, we going all out. Defensive line, am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Defensive line, am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
O-line, I don't want to see you jogging lightly off the field like this. I want to see you take the field and leave from the field with passion.
Yes, sir.
We got that?
Yes, sir.
It don't take much. Want it? Want it.
Want it.
Work it.
Work it.
Win it.
Win it.
Want it.
Want it.
Work it.
Work it.
Win it.
Win it.
What about Charlie at?
You gotta want it, you gotta work it, and you gotta win it. You gotta own it. You gotta own it too, man. All right, he's calling Charlie up. Charlie putting in that work, man. And he's not a starter. He's not gonna be a starter, but he's really putting in that work, and he's consistent. He don't even have a scholarship. They ain't even give him a scholarship. And he's still working it, man. Because he just want to be there. Some people know they're not going to the NFL and stuff like that. I think Charlie has medical school aspirations. I believe a dentist. I believe it's somebody in his family. He's following their footsteps. He's a really good student, a 4.0 student. Also, Travis. They both 4.0 students. Just imagine Travis, just the workload that he has on his shoulders for a minute, but he still have a 4.0 grade point average. And he has a fiance on top of it that's home. Well, let me tell you something about her. She already got her graduate degree. So she understands the process. She understands what he needs to go get. He needs to go get the degree. She's okay, let's unlock that level. Get your degree. I have mine. And now we both have our degrees. You go into the NFL, we're going to use our education and make more money. Okay, because he's super focused. I mean, the guy played video games. He make content. He's a football player and still got a 4.0 grade point average. So he already know, he's already late. He's locked in because he know what he wants. And he know it's very obtainable at this point. Awesome, man. Him and Charlie, awesome 4.0s, man.
Charlie second team right now. No moving until I say so.
Tight shit. Charlie. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Biggest Sap. Now you see how Sap running? His team got him. Let me tell you something, guys. His team, his defensive line have to match his energy. If they're not matching his energy, they're going to have to find somebody, man, to match his energy. There's somebody out there that really wants it right now that will match his energy. They got to match his energy, man. Look at him.
I need you to focus on the ball. Once you get to the sideline, just tap and go out. Don't go upfield. Find the ball. Never ready. Tap and go out.
That was late. I'll pick that. He's in. I'll pick it for sure. I'm gonna get a pick today for sure.
What's up? That was a nice one. Nice stop. Look at this. Coach, man. Coach, man. This guy's a grinder. He's earned a scholarship, coach. But that's just my opinion. He earned it, man. He actually earned it. But he not complaining about it. Man, he's a grinder, man. He really is. And he got a 4.0, man, on top of it.
Come on now.
No, come on now.
That's another grinder right here. Travis.
Red, please give yourself a chance to work somebody.
Shot this mother. Keep setting. No shit. We are the freaking engine. That's what we do. We set the tone. Make sure we keep setting the tone. Make sure you keep setting the tone on your perimeter. Make sure you let that guy know I'm gonna be here all freaking day, man. You got to get your ass ready to play. Or I'm gonna beat your ass all day. All right. That goes for the slots too, man. Attack, 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 attack. Everybody got it?
Y'all know time it is, man. OD crash, man. During that time, you feel me? OD crash on me, OD crash on 3, 1, 2, 3. OD crash, that's the boy that's in my Johnson won't go Mason Daddy hit. You taking the hell Damn, man.
TG.
You start losing weight. What the hell you taking the hell
Jimmy gonna have a big year, man. I honestly think so. I honestly think Jimmy is. See, he's the type of player where he rises to challenges. He rises to it. He welcomes it. It only motivates him. It's a good unit right here. We're watching, guys. This is a good unit. This unit is going to be very successful this year. See, I just paused it. As a matter of fact, I want to screenshot that. That's my thumbnail. That's the unit right there. What you watching right there? That's the unit. Well, with Travis too, of course, and also the freshmen that are coming. But this is the grinders right here. They're gonna have a good year.
I ain't gonna lie. You got 10. You got 10. 10. 10.
Turn it up a bit. We ain't going for 4 reps at a time. Only 4 reps at a time. Rock, C-Rock.
Firm in the middle.
Go.
Body presence, all you can get.
The good one. See how they want it? That's the hard contact. Good attempt. That's a good ball, though. The kid got a motor, man. The kid got a motor. This kid, the freshman, he has a motor, man. The freshman, you can see it in his eyes. He really wants it, man. He gonna see that field, man.
Me today. Jimmy, come on. No, bro. No, you beat me last time. I owe you one today. Yeah, come on, bro. You asking for it, but I'm gonna get it. Are you gonna run as a slant or no? I'm gonna get it to him.
He might not be guardable. Number 4, Omarion, he might have reached the level. Like I said, he's unlocking something. He might not be guardable now. He might have turned into that type of wide receiver that is hard to guard him. And we saw flashes of it in the USC game. Right, Caleb? Give it to him, Jimmy. Nice, Tyler. Nice, Tyler. Man.
Great job. Break him off.
Nice.
You gotta get flatter. You can't go. You gotta get flatter. You can't come out you gotta get flatter.
He wants it too. Look at Namir Robinson eyes, man. He gonna eventually get there. He stay grinding. Man. He definitely gonna get there. He's super. Look at him. He laser focused, man. Coach knows it. That's why he's working with him. Nice ball. That's nice.
Off the second, where it's outside. It's off the 7, he's outside. Okay, so you can't go here. Right? You can't do that because now you create too much space there. So what you want to do if he's doing that, just push vertical and show him. Right here. That line right there will be enough. Yes, you go back out to the corner. So just stay on that line, get him to turn. Then boom. What you can't do is this. Most people gonna tell you, like I say, okay, make
You see how he's being receptive to coaching. See how he focused and listening. Let's see what the big guys are doing. Okay, Rock.
Hey, I feel like I got that pillow fight right there. No. Oh, you jumping.
Oh, nice. Number 4. Look at that.
I don't care who's going there. Go again. Come on. You back up. Go again on the house.
66, that was easy.
Oh, shit. Get in your bag. Let's go. Get in your bag. Keep it in there. Keep it in there. Keep it in there.
Look at him. You looking at him. Yeah.
You get that, we good.
Let's go, man, again.
It ain't.
Again.
It ain't.
They get nasty in them trenches. I love this right here. I love this right here. It gets, when I tell you this is a car wreck, every play gets nasty. Got to have hands, everything. I love it. This is where the grown men play right here.
Hey, what's going on?
Sam. You hear me? You can't keep going. You can't keep going. We got to come back here. We got to come back. Yeah. Get back in the phone booth.
You see that? You see what he's saying to him? Hold on, man. Look at it. He said, get back in the phone booth, man. He giving him that knowledge, man. You can't keep going. You got to get back in it.
You hear me? You can't keep going. You can't keep going. We got to come back here. We got to come back. Yeah. Get back in the.
See, this is what you call, guys, a master class. A master class. Just that little technique. I'm listening to everything he's saying because I wish I was out there, right? But I'm just living through them. So he said, stop there and you got to come back and get in it. Go inside.
The phone booth. Push the pressure. Back to him.
Oh! That's a long script. Hey, 91, that's not what you do.
What is that?
That looks good.
Don't open up. Get it last skin. He ain't going. I promise you he ain't going. Put that helm on his ass. Put that helm on.
Daniel.
What is that?
Let me forward. Tough.
Rubber match. Let's go again. Rubber match.
Turn up, boy. Turn up, boy.
Rubber match. Let's go.
Turn up, boy.
Let's go.
Turn up, boy.
Let's go, big boy. Let's go, big boy. Let's go, big boy.
Nice. That was nice.
Hey, it's about your skill and your will. It's about your skill and your will at this point.
He said it's about your skill and your will at this point. And your will. Yeah, man, I love it. Man. I love it.
What you talking about?
I like what I heard. I like what I heard.
How you gonna go back to the way? Rubber man. Rubber man. Rubber man.
Hey.
Chef's our coaching. Chef got forced to coach.
Man.
Okay, 54.
And look, let me go back. You know what's crazy? With Sapp, it's just like riding a bike. He has the on switch is just like that. The guy ran into him, didn't even knock him down. What is that telling you? Hold on. What is that telling you, folks? He didn't even get knocked down. He got tagged on. Watch it again. Look at that. Look where he grabbed him. It's all riding the bike. It never left him.
Okay, 54. Turn up, what?
Yeah, bro.
He killing Jordan right now.
You know what I noticed about? Always. Now I'm gonna get too impressed.
I don't think Michael would work.
We don't even know
I was gonna say, no one would know.
who is Michael.
We don't know.
My wife calls me Mike.
Who he just introduced me to this past weekend.
That's right. She was excited. That was my fault. Yeah. You saw my wife? Well, you were young and everybody stayed out. Yeah, she came to the scrimmage.
Team.
Nice.
Dylan.
Hell no.
What you mean you can?
What did he say? He can't? No, you can't be saying you can't. Okay. That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
So the threat is pass. If you make an attacker from free safety on the goal line, we have a problem with personnel. All right, so don't ever run on goal. You have to make a threat.
All right, Caleb. Okay, Caleb. Okay. That was nice. That was nice right there. That's the cat. That's the cat. That was pretty good, man.
Let's see who's who. We like game of competition. How competitive we are. And how creative the defensive coordinators are. Offensive defensive coordinators are. What I just talking about that earlier?
Nice. All that concentration, man. Had two defenders on it. They stopping him.
I stepped on your shit. I stepped right on your toe.
Oh, no, ain't fit.
That's why I looked back at you.
Oh,
You
no.
said- and you want to keep looking.
You
You
look
ignored me, bro.
When?
I said, is your toe hurting? Because I stepped
On
on your
what play?
toe.
On the fade? If I say that, you gonna know my toe
Concrete
hurt.
toe ass.
You gonna know my toe hurt. My
Concrete
toe hurt.
toes. He step on the quarterback toes, man. We need him healthy. He didn't.
Bro got a chain, yeah, real different, bro.
Nah, bro. No. I'm insane, bro. Stay down. You know what I'm saying? Inspirational deal. You feel me?
I like what I see. You lying on camera in front of everybody. You said you was gonna be here this week, next week, every week. What's up?
When are you coming, dog?
Next week the game. I told
Bros.
you I'll be there next week. If we go to the game, I'm gonna be there Wednesday.
Wednesday, all right. All right.
But you said last week and the week before that too.
You good to talk to the defense, right?
Yeah.
When you come. All right, I'll talk to you.
Hey, I love you, bro.
Love you, dude. I'm watching you every day on the show. I like this guy.
Thank you. Yeah, nah, see, the whole world just see you lying. You say you're going to be
That
here last
Pac,
week,
man.
the week
The defensive coordinator worked with him in the NFL.
before that.
I see it. I see it. You're looking good, man. You're looking good. I wish I could be. I don't know if you can hear me, but I wish I could be there.
Oh, so Harvard was doing a case study on him.
Also, Phil. Let's Phil. Who's your dog? Who's been working the hardest out your guy?
Rock.
Rock, come on, Rock. Coach, who's been working hard at your guy? The hardest at your guy? Let's go, Carl. Yes, sir. Big money game.
Rock want it, man. He does, man. He wants it, man. You gotta go. You gotta go with who wants it. He wants it. He extra motivated anyway because he couldn't play last year. He had to sit and watch on the sidelines.
So, your box.
Man, you gotta work. You just gotta work every day. You gotta bring it every day. You gotta be consistent. I'm going to be consistent for my guys. I want to be consistent for everybody over here. And be somebody that you guys can count on and give it my all 110% every single day. We gotta be a family. All we got is all we need. So what? So what now what? All we got is all we need. Let's go.
Piggyback off that, like, but make this shit a competition because shit, you trying to make the person in front of you better. So, like, man, just stay on their ass. They're gonna stay on your ass. And I promise you, ain't gonna want to get on their ass every day. So just make this shit a competition. Make this shit fun, bro. You only get this shit once.
Yes, sir.
You too far from Atlanta, bro.
I'm not surprised that Rock putting in the grind. I'm not surprised, man.
3, 1, 2, 3.
I want to ride Rock.
If you need one, you let me know.
Oh, yeah.
Receivinators.
And look, it's after practice. Travis still running around. They ain't even get him tired.
Could have got knocked out. Execution.
Hey guys, listen. Hey man, that was great work today. Today was the first day that it looks like we are starting to gel together as a unit. What I mean by that is everybody has a genuine care for one another. That needs to happen. You guys will be the base, the nucleus of whatever it is we do next season. You guys need to understand that, embrace that, and appreciate that.
Trav, I seen that pad level, Trav. I seen that pad level. Pad level's blue.
Hey, OD Crusher, 1, 2, 3. OD Crusher.
That's the point in my time. Don't mention that here. Trav, I see your effort, Trav.
Coach, where you going, Coach?
Chocolate milk.
You Colorado down there, Coach. You gotta embrace this weather.
I need an In-N-Out veggie burger.
Okay. I feel you.
Yeah, I need an In-N-Out veggie burger.
In-N-Out.
Oh, it's snowing out there. That's crazy, man. It was 80 degrees where I'm at today. Oh, they brought In-N-Out burger there. You know, I never had In-N-Out burger. I never had it. I will soon, though. I will be soon. Actually, real soon. But shout out to the team, man, for the people that's still there. Shout out to them. They want it, man. Shout out to them. I mean, people are going to hit the transfer portal, but I just wish the guys that did hit the transfer portal well. I don't know why they're hitting the transfer. I guess they want to start, but you know, also you got to understand for people that got 1 or 2 years left, they want to maximize their potential. And it's not that they don't want to work hard and they don't want it. They just don't want to be like ending up like Smoke sitting on the bench his last eligibility. He's not playing. They don't want to end up like that. And I understand it. I understand both sides, but the coaches got to understand, like a Savion Washington, he wants to play. This is his last opportunity at it. This is his last opportunity. He wants to go somewhere to somebody that needs him to start. And that's a smart thing. it's not that something. Not I want to say this to the coaches. It's not that these players may not want it. They probably do want it, and they just got to make a business decision and go somewhere that with the opportunity where they want it, and so they can get out there and play as many reps as snaps as they can, and hopefully they can get attention from the scouts. And because you got to be playing for the, you got to have some film, you got to be playing. So sometimes it's a business decision. It's not that some players don't want it. It's just a business decision, man, at the end of the day. I mean, there probably was some problem situations that left, but I don't know. I'm not privy to the inner workings of the team, but I'm just looking at it. Felt it was myself. Okay, Dylan is running hard. I'm running hard, but they may edge it to Dylan, and I need them reps. So I want to go somewhere where I could start. It's not that I don't want it. It's just that I need to put myself in the best position possible to get the most reps during games, man. That's pretty much it. But anyway, I still like what we see. I still like what we have remaining. I'm sure there's going to be a couple more players probably enter at some point, but I guess I would play the spring game if it was me. I would think, what would I do in this situation? I probably would play the spring game and just dominate in the spring game, and then to go ahead and hit the portal if I need to. But I would want to play that spring game. Yeah, I really would want to play that spring game, but man, it is what it is, man. But anyway, like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching. And I'll be back later, probably do a panel or something like that. Guys, I'll see you later. Peace.